Mm. Have I been live this whole time? Hold on a sec. Oh, I am live. Okay. You guys, I'm sorry. I thought I lost OBS, and thanks, Carrie. Appreciate that. All right. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you, and we're going to be talking about some stress, some sadness, and some sleep. Because I think most of us just need a little extra right now. And I've been doing a lot of classes and hearing from a lot of people. One thing you got to remember is that it's not, a lot of it is stress, but a lot of it can be from your diet and your thoughts and things that you thought maybe, aren't a part of this whole sleep, stress, and sadness thing, but it's kind of a vicious cycle. And I love sharing tools and things you can use that maybe you've never thought about or have never tried. And so thank you for joining this class. Having strategies to get out of stress is probably one of the biggest things, especially with what's going on right now, that you can have in your toolbox. And some of you can't control diet, some of you can't control what's going on around you, but you can control what you think and what your thoughts are. So a good friend of mine, Stacy Herman, taught me this technique. It takes 2 minutes, and I'm going to open with this, and then I'll get to the class. But it's called the A circle. So you have to vision an A, B, and a C circle. Okay, A are things that are who's in charge, who's running the show, who's making all the decisions for you. That's A circle. Okay, this is a mental technique you can practice and teach your kids. The B circle are people or things that influence you, but they're not making the decisions for you. And C circle is all the crap that don't matter. It's the drama, it's just the crap that don't matter. So has there ever been a time, maybe it's right now, where you have so much stress and anxiety going on that it's running the show for you, like it's eating you up, like you can't sleep now, you can't function, you've got chaos, you've got it all, it's running the show. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, you can make a mental change in your thought process that can put all that aside so you can be in charge. You can be the one, be that super mom that you need to be for your kids because they need you the most right now. You're homeschooling. I'm sure it's chaotic and things are different. Spouses are home. Like it's a whole new thing. Nobody's ever had to go through this. So these tools and strategies are really, really helpful. So I want you to practice that and think of that time where you feel it coming or you've all these thoughts. Well, take those thoughts that aren't serving you, because you can't control them. You can't control the whole virus stuff, what's going on. You can't control your work. You can't control your paycheck that you may or may not be getting, but you can control this and you stay within this, and life is so different. So then take those thoughts and, put them in right now, the C circle, because do they really matter? Can you really get anywhere thinking about that stuff? No, and just be the best you can be with what you got. and be grateful. Think of what you're grateful for. Every day you wake up, what am I grateful? I'm grateful I've got a bed to sleep in. I'm grateful I've got, maybe an oil, or I got a roof over my head. I got a little bit of food in the fridge. I'm going to be okay, right? Have a little faith and have a complete different mindset on gratitude. It's just, you can't have gratitude and be, stressed out at the same time. You just can't. Doesn't make. Do you have water? Do you have running water? Do you have people go months without, this is going to pass. This will get better. Okay. So just going to open with that. Right. So sleep, stress, and sadness. I am going to open up too now with my, like I said, I would. My daughter had some really serious emotional stuff years ago, and I was all new to this. And we're talking a little about some oils here. Pretty new to this, and I had no other resources, no other tools at the time, until someone showed me one of these, and she showed me Valor and Bergamot, what happened to be the two oils. And I didn't really believe it at the time, but I was desperate, and I was rock bottom as a parent myself, and I needed to change something. I didn't have $165. I just put it on a credit card. I had 5 maxed out at the time. Anyway, and things changed. Our life changed within like 2 or 3 weeks with my daughter. And we changed her diet. We changed some things around the house. We got some candles. We blew out some of those, and things got a little different. So chemicals are really a big deal. And if you start blowing things out and unplugging things, you might have a better sleep. You might not be as sad, because perfume and fragrance, they mess with our hormones, which are endocrine disruptors, right? I'm here to get to the root cause of maybe why you can't have, we know it's chaos with the, right? But there's other factors. So maybe you learn one thing tonight you can take with you. Put it in your toolbox, in your arsenal, and go, I tried that for 10 days. It was amazing. And if that didn't work, you're going to try something else, right? Persistency and consistency is the key to everything. So these are positive things I'm talking about. So maybe it's Valor, Bergamot you want to try, but that's just my personal story. And we'll talk about some other things in this class that you can put in your arsenal. So practice A circle. Thanks, Stacey Herman, for changing my world with that. And I actually have a little bit of that in my book that's almost done. It's on kicking anxiety in the ass, and it's got food choices and things like that you can do. But we'll get to what's at hand here. What you guys need to know is that stress, and again, it's different language this time of our decade, but 75% of all doctor visits are stress related, and it's kind of a vicious cycle. What's the root cause of the stress? And again, we can't fix what's going on, but most of the time it's either our job, or it's relationships, or it's family, it's things from the past that are eating us up. So in the statistics, they talk about 40% of Americans get less than the correct amount of sleep. You can't lose weight if you don't sleep, just so you know. So if you're looking to lose some weight, you need to get a good night's sleep. 8 out of 10 say they are frequently or sometimes stressed in their daily lives. I believe right now that could be 9 out of 10. And 4% say they've never felt stressed. We all got different types of stress and handle it differently, but we'll get you some tips that'll get you calm by the morning if you have some of these. So quality matters. And you guys, I'm pretty biased when it comes to the choice of my stuff that I use. I'm a billboard for Young Living. And if you learn one thing from this class, don't think you can go to Walmart, Target, Coborn's, and find a quality oil on the shelf, right? Because where's the customer service rep that's going to tell you exactly what time that batch was planted, and where it came from, and what's actually in it, and how it can benefit you, not just for sleep, but maybe something else. Because these oils they're versatile, they're universal, they're plant-based. Seed to seal, rock bottom, solid, 25-year plus company, right? What would you rather buy from, a 25-year-old company or someone that just got started? Or you see these pop-up ads on Facebook comparing ours to theirs. Are you kidding me? You want to know, we got some facts behind some of those things, and we don't ever bash other companies. But if you have the education, we want you to make an educated decision on your own, not from us. We just know we've been doing this so long that we already know. Or that, everyone's trying to compete with Young Living. That's a big thing. I hope you took that home with you. But seed to seal is everything, and nobody else has it. That's what the promise is. So quality does matter. They got their own farms. We know where it comes from, right? These are therapy oils. Okay. Walmart doesn't have therapy oils, nor does some of these other network marketing companies that sell certain things. And now they're adding in essential oils. Okay. Right. Just, they can actually put on the label, and maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here, that it's 100% pure when it really doesn't have to be. It's so unregulated. So do some homework and ask questions and find out where these, where is it coming from? Is it synthetically made in a factory? Can you call the toll-free number? Can you go visit the farms? Are their weeds hand-picked? Do they pay thousands of dollars to weeders to get on their hands and knees and pick the stuff? Right? There's some really good questions you got to ask. We don't do it. You know, you can't, I love this because I learn something new every day. They don't plant anything on their soil that had chemicals within 50 years. What company does that? That is so cool. I love that. We pick at the best time of the day. The sun has to be just right to pick certain things. Pretty cool. Where do you get that? There's no chemicals in it. I can't say enough about that. That's what makes us so cool. So there is safety. It's kind of a big deal, right? And it's funny, I was at Target a while back, and they had some essential oils out there, and on one of the, there was lavender. It said, do not put on your skin. So, oh my gosh, why would you even buy it? Because your skin is your largest organ. So everything you put on it gets absorbed. Everything you smell. You got a Glade or Scentsy going on? Okay, like this is cedarwood. I'll probably be sleeping here soon. I love cedarwood. You got a Glade plug, all that stuff, breathing. You're all locked in the house and you're breathing in the stuff. That's what's wrecking our hormones and causing infertility and causing weight gain, because now our hormones are shot because we wear perfume and the perfume's on our thyroid. I mean, this is not a chemical class by any means, but it's part of the problem. That's why people are making the switch. They're ditching the crap and going to the real stuff. So there's 3 ways to use it, right? Aromatically, I just showed you one great way. It's like this. So if I want a good night's sleep, this puppy is going right by my bed. It's going to breathe it in. Respiratory. Boy, respiratory right nowadays is kind of a thing to think about. Super good. It's very relaxing and actually can change your mood in seconds. Some people maybe a minute. I don't know. Not the expert, but people swear by just a smell. It's crazy, right? Triggers a memory. Smell is our biggest sensory, and you know how you remember a smell by smelling grandma's cookies? You go right back to grandma's kitchen. You're back in the basement. You smell the canned goods, the sauerkraut. You're smelling all that. Just triggers memories, right? Same thing you can do with an oil. So if it's crazy ass times right now with this little virus thing going on, you pick a favorite oil, and this is what got joy, maybe will get you out of this. Every time you smell joy, you think, I conquered it. Like this is what got me through. This is my oil. It's true. Can't make it up. And look it up. So aromatically, 6 to 8 drops or a combo. And again, like joy is a blend. You don't want to be putting like 5 blends in your diffuser right away if you're a newbie, because you can go, holy Hannah, that's a lot of things. That's things going on, man. That's hormones, that's pain, that's muscles, that's emotions. You could be all like this. You could be getting sick. So slow and go in the beginning until you find your magical recipe. Joy loaded with great oils, and some are sensitive to the sun. Like I think there's a citrus oil in here. I'm just trying to keep it simple. I'm out in the sun here in Arizona. I probably wouldn't want to put, joy or lemon or, orange on my neck, because the sun could make it turn into a little rash. It's just the properties of the oil. It's the plants, right? So aromatically is great. Sometimes just smelling it. Like you're having a down day, you're ready to lose it with your kids because they're not on their computers doing their homework. You just smell an oil and go, I got this. Not a big deal. Okay, really cool. Topically, the rule of thumb is you put them where you need them the most. So if your elbow bothers you, you put the oil, the Panaway or the Cool Azul or the Peppermint or the Deep Relief here. If your neck bothers you, you put it there. If you got that time of the month and it's flowing like whatever, you put a little clary sage on your abdomen, closest to the problem, right? Even libido stuff, that's all another class. Just saying topically, you put it to the closest place you need it the most. Mentally, emotionally, your forehead, that's where it's most absorbent, right here. You have a little dab right here, but just don't get it in your eye. If you get it in your eye, you don't want to use water because water amps it up. it amplifies the effect of the oil, and it will burn, it will press it in. It's like a driver. So make sure you have like a coconut oil or jojoba or some, whatever oil you cook with. Hopefully it's coconut and olive oil. Get rid of canola and vegetable, another class, and you can take it off. It'll help extract that oil from your eye, not burn so much, especially with kids. So if you cut it here, be careful. And make sure you have, so a carrier oil. So if you're using a warm oil, like thieves, okay, thieves, people, like the thieves percent went up in Young Living 1,000% in sales. 1,000%, I think, don't quote me, something like that, crazy. Everybody wants thieves. Well, it's a little warm for some people. It's got clove in it, cinnamon, a little spicy. And if you just put it on your neck, you'd be like, whoa. So a carrier oil, wearing it topically, you want to get the coconut oil out, maybe rub that on first, and then add a drop. Or there's roller balls that are already pre-diluted, or you make up your own little remedy. You make your own little vapor rubs now on your own. You can do that, right? This saves you money, okay? Let's go through some usage stuff here. We talked about that internally. Yes, I take them in the capsule for sure. If you got seasonal stuff, it's peppermint, lavender, lemon in a capsule. You can drink them in your water, you know, make sure it's stainless steel. You don't want plastic, you want ceramic. Super cool. You can cook with them. We have something called the Vitality line. Vitality is approved, safe for ingestion by the FDA. Like we have separate little white labels, and you can put them in your water, your tea, the Vitality line. But the Vitality line is the exact same as the other oil. So if you're new to this and you see two different bottles, same exact oil, it's the same exact oil, just different labels. It's simple. We're complying with the FDA all the time. Like we want to be on top of that because we rock at that. There's no hidden agenda here. Okay, the best. All right, the morning sets the mood, guys. Sure does. So there's protocols. Like I can't even tell you how, and when you understand aromatherapy, again, I'm not an aromatherapist expert, but if you set the day out right and you've got some intentions of having a great day, get into the habit of doing something consistently and find out what oil you resonate with. What do you love the most? What was your jam? And then you can maybe say, oh my gosh, have you ever tried Valor? My God, my self-esteem is so much better. That's what helped my daughter, right? I think it gave her the confidence to want to be better because she wasn't in a good place from age 13 to 17. It's craziness. Super good for energy. And I'm going to talk a little bit about 5G for 5 seconds, but the 5G, all those electromagnetic stuff, I'm just saying, Valor works great to, and they work hand in hand. They kind of work against each other. You following what I'm saying, okay? Look that up because it's pretty amazing. And I'm going to be getting that. I get that every month. Anyway, so Valor, you can put on your hands, rub it together. So this is kind of a cool tip. If you're having a major breakdown, I would take Stress Away 1 or 2 drops, and everybody does it differently, right? And we'll just be simple. And it's called cupping. And you think of a happy place, you think where you're going to be 2 months from now when this is over, at that park you couldn't go to, at that birthday party you miss, at the big party everyone's going to be having these big parties, right? So I want you to close your eyes if you're struggling and take 3 big deep breaths and literally just stop yourself and meditate a little bit on this oil and picture yourself with your family. Okay, that's what you do. This is a tool, guys. It's not the answer to everyone's problems, but it's a tool. Okay, harmony. You guys, if you've smelled harmony, it's a wicked blend. Now I'm traveling. I don't have some of these oils with me, but it creates a positive attitude, reduces stress, and repels the feeling of chaos. Who doesn't want a little harmony in your life? I know Stacey Herman's got some oils that she coaches with her athletes, and I think harmony is, and it smells incredible. And she adds copaiba to that. Copaiba is like an enhancer. So it excels any other oil that you put it with. So her athletes love this oil. And joy, you guys, I every morning for joy. I can't remember. I honestly haven't been in any stress at all, maybe because I'm out in the sun and feel a little disconnect from that. But joy, you put it over your heart. I know a lot of people that got out of heart surgery. I don't know if this is accurate, but they said people that got out of heart surgery when it got really sad and really, really, really sad because it messed with them. And this just great little booster. Okay, it help people, feel a little bit better. White Angelica, it's all about the negativity. right? It's an offset. This is one of our like staples when it comes, and I know a lot of massage therapy people use it before they massage somebody. So it cuts that energy. I used to think energy was like a weird voodoo, hippie, whoa. I didn't believe that my body was an energy field. You guys, what was I thinking? I just didn't know. I didn't have the education. It is. That's why the Zyto compass is so popular, and that's how we can see how things are going on. But White Angelica, super good to strive for that positive, stress-free day. Just simple ways, guys. This is a class. Now you're ready to take on anything. I challenge you to try something new. I challenge you to maybe say, I'm going to do something different. This Corona thing is going to change my world. Maybe make it better. You don't even know. Mid-afternoon slump. Now I could talk about supplements big time. I ran out of Zings. I have nitros here, and I love Ningxia Red. But this is a more an oils-based class. And maybe you're in the slump because you had pizza for breakfast and pizza for lunch, and you can't figure out why you got a slump. Well, I'm always going to go back to diet. Join my Eat Real Food page. I'll teach you how to eat better. Okay, not perfect, but better than you did. Stress-away roll-on. You guys remember there's roll-ons that are already pre-diluted. You don't have to do anything with them, and they're easier. Some people like the bottle because you can put this in your diffuser, right? You can drip it on. You can take this lid off. By the way, there's like 8 or 9 drops hiding in this little guy right here. So it's never really out, never ever. Some people fill this back up with coconut oil and they put a spray bottle on it and they get their full value out of this oil, okay? With all the oils. There's over 200 and some oils, I think. So just put a little bit back on your neck. I got to tell you, lady, that now she had Parkinson's. This isn't curing Parkinson's by any means. I got to stay compliant and not treat, diagnose, and prescribe anybody today. But she was with a friend. This lady had to tell me the story, and her cup was shaking so bad, like she's, nervous. She's got that thing going on, and the woman, all she had in her purse was stress away. So she dropped 4 drops in the back of her neck. That's one thing she thought maybe would help, just to calm her. This is a calming thing, okay? Within 20 minutes, that woman was relaxed. Didn't take away her Parkinson's, but it calmed her enough to drink her tea like a human being, like normal. It's kind of a big deal, right? One oil. Peace and calming, my absolute favorite. I remember when I owned my store, that came in my kit, and the kids loved it. Like there was some stuff going on, and kids are bouncing off the walls at school. And the stories that were rolling in at my store were like, why isn't everybody using peace and calming, right? There's orange oil in there. Orange makes you happy. There's patchouli, super great oil. It's got orange. Again, you can't use it in the sun. So there's some stuff. The person who invited you to this class, maybe get with them and get some more information. Or if it's me, I'll help you with that. Bergamot. That was the #1 oil that my daughter used that assisted in anxiety, along with diet changes and food and more water. Like that was part of it. Okay. And that one right there is for the roller coaster. Like we didn't know who she was. Like it was this for her. And they made me buy an extra oil outside the kit because it wasn't in the kit at the time. But I trusted them, and it's phenomenal. Okay. But you can't wear that in the sun. I've had women show me their hickeys. You put that bergamot right here, and you go out in the sun, like within seconds, it turns red, lasts for a couple of weeks. So that's the highest sensitive oil to the sun, I think, ever. So use it on the bottoms of your feet, especially now Minnesotans out there. Summer's coming. So these are just tips and tricks you're gonna learn along the way. Vetiver, super grounding, and it's thick and it smells spicy. And you might think in your vetiver, I think of it, in your bottle that it's too thick, but you guys, these come from plants, trees, and shrubs. Some are like sucked out of the tree, the sappy stuff, and they're distilled at the best temp, which is low temp. It's not high heat like the cheap stuff. It's the best way, and only Young Living does that. Super great. Vetiver is one of the top. Let's see, vetiver, lavender, and the other one is peace and calming. The top 3 for kids that can't sit still. And so many are, you know how your kids take the summer break? Well, the summer break came a little early for some of you guys, right? And people are actually see, how can I say this? You know how we send our kids to school in a, you know, with their vitamins and things that they need throughout the day. Well, then they quit taking that stuff during the summertime. They give their bodies a break, and because there's no structure, and they can focus better. I'm getting at the focus piece if you're following me. And they're using these oils, and those are the top 3. Put vetiver on your child's big toe if they can't focus, if they're totally out of control. The stories on vetiver alone are phenomenal. Okay, it needs to be in everybody's toolbox. You might not use it all the time, you know, but why not try something and stick with it? Diffusing it, inhaling it, wear it. Some people bathe in this stuff. Some people take baths in it. You can take baths in lavender with Epsom salt. You want to detox, right? The magnesium from that Epsom salt in with the lavender. Actually, water and oil don't mix. You guys know that, right? So if you want to relax early evening, draw yourself a bath and put some Epsom salt in with a couple drops of lavender and get the dual effect. You got to be in there at least 20 minutes or you don't get that full detox. They sit up to an hour to clean out toxins out of you too. Not just stress, but stress is so hard on our body. It actually hurts our organs. Stress is everything. So it's your mental game. It's the A circle I taught you earlier that you can use and change your day up tomorrow. All right, yeah, supper's done. Unwind. Can read all that. Celebrate. So everybody, I think now, and again, the language is a little bit different. People are sensitive. Some people are in worse situations than others. Some people have no income, but we're all in this together, right? You're not alone because it's happening everywhere. Obviously, it's kind of an obvious thing, but I think we need to remember. We need to remember that, you know, we got to be sensitive to. I got some. Oops. Oh, hang on a second. I'm coming back. This one here is what I want. All right. Give me a sec here. All right, got that time. So, where was I here? Celebrate everything. So, and again, I talked earlier in my class about being grateful and being in a state of gratitude. I've learned this since I've been out here. Brandon Barber did some really great coaching with us, and I learned a lot about being grateful and having the state of gratitude at all times. And did you know you can't have stress and craziness going on if you have gratitude? So if you wake up every morning, and this isn't in my class, but it's in my class right here, and you write down every morning what you're grateful for, like what you're literally, if it came down to like, you slept in a warm bed, you have air conditioning, you have a little bit of food in the fridge. These small things that you think don't matter, you have to be aware of that, like complete aware of what you're grateful for. And all of a sudden, when you make this list every day and it becomes a habit, things aren't as bad. There is less stress in your life because of that. Maybe you can sleep better, knowing that you have things that maybe other people don't have. And maybe you stop comparing yourself to the next person, which creates less stress. We're putting so much on ourselves, keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with what everyone else has, what they look like, how they teach classes, how they do it, and all that, when really we need to be in the moment and be authentic, be ourselves, and get rid of the crap that don't matter, right? You're in charge. It's your A circle. Who's running the show for you? You are. So you have a choice. And I would say wake up with gratitude and write down what you're grateful for. And that alone, teach your kids that, especially at an early age. But make lists, check them off, feel good about that, right? Here's some great tips, okay? And that's what I love. This is not always about an oil, always about a supplement. It's about small things. Did you know taking your phone and putting it into a different room can make you sleep better? Totally can make you sleep better. Because all the EMFs, this is like radiation. They did pictures of kids. I like we're glued to these things. Don't get me wrong. I got one of these cases that blocks all the EMF. It was $70. It was a lot. It was called Safe Sleeve. any little thing I can do to help. It's got a magnet on it to get rid of that stuff that's going in me. So they took pictures of the radiation, and people's half their faces were red from being on the phone. So what do you think it's doing at night when you can't sleep or you got stressed? You've been on screen time all day. You haven't used your valor, and you're a little chaotic. And you ever wonder what the Fitbits? You guys are walking around and sleeping with these things on your wrists. Something to think about. What are you actually getting? If it can measure your heart rate, that thing is running all day long. If it's waking you up and you got your texts on there, and then you got the dings and the pings, and you got your emails, where is the stress coming from? Find the root cause. Sip on tea with some lemon vitality. Lemon helps your liver. Lemon supports your organs. It's great for calming too. Lemon is super good. Look it up, right? And you can't get what you get in a squeeze of lemon like you can in our bottles, right? Like 4 drops is like 4 whole lemons. We don't use the pulp. We use the pith and the rind. That's what we use. Okay, that's where all the benefit is. Super good. We talked about baths. Oh, I was ahead of myself. We talked about aromatherapy. People aren't taking time for self-care. We're so busy taking care of everybody else, and now we're all messed up. Us moms, especially wives, right? And we're last, which is crazy because we came first. Yes, our kids' basic needs need to be met: the diapers and the poop and the food. But where do you block time in for yourself? Where do you get that? Nobody. What's your mama gonna call you and tell you need to take a massage, you need to take a nap, or you need to like do something for yourself? Go get a pedicure, go do something, go take a walk. Your husband should be saying, man, honey, you look like crap. You're stressed out. Go for a walk. Go with your girlfriends, sit in the parking lot and stay 6 feet away and you know, whatever. Have your glass of wine. Get some lawn chairs 6 feet away, whatever that looks like. Have a bonfire. You don't need to slap spit and at the bonfire. Oh, we started, whatever. Stretching. You guys, if you don't move and stretch, I do a lot of research, and I'm gonna tell you this: when people are autopsied that never like worked out or never did any stretching, there's so much sheath. Their muscles start to like deteriorate. Like there's nothing left of them, and that's why we say, oh, we're just growing old. Like you're just your mindset growing. What if you stretched like these 70-year-olds, 90-year-olds, and they're doing freaking backflips? Stretching, man, it increases oxygen in your brain. And yoga. Oh my gosh, follow Pamela Hunter. Tuesday morning, she's got a free yoga, and you can do it on Zoom. I'll post her link here. She's amazing. But meditating and some of these things you think aren't going to work, how do you know until you try them? So my challenge to you is that you try something new after this call today. Yeah, frankincense. If you're in a deep state of sadness, you want Frank by your side, right? It's good enough for baby Jesus. It's good enough for me because frankincense and myrrh are in the Bible. There's nothing new about these oils, guys. Not one thing. They've been around forever. It's just how it's portrayed and how it's thought. This was our first medicine. What did they have back in the days? They didn't have Prozac. They didn't have any of that, right? That all came when Big Pharma came. Yes, it saves lives, but oh my gosh, it's an epidemic. Here to tell you, someone's got to stop the epidemic. And with what my daughter went through, I know there's moms out there that have kids that can't sit still and want a little tip, a little better way to maybe avoid some of that stuff. Oh, crying out loud. I just feel that that's my mission. All right, you guys, Tranquil Roll-On. Holy Hannah, and Rutavala. Are we, am I that far yet? I don't like following scripts here. Okay. Tranquil is like a temper tantrum peace out. Like right now, Tranquil, maybe you got toddlers and some can't go outside, and yeah, it's crazy right now, but Tranquil on the bottoms of their feet before bed, phenomenal what that can do. Rutavala doesn't smell very good, but Rutavala is an incredible oil, and it's in Tranquil. So Tranquil is a blend. Rutavala is straight up phenomenal. And again, this doesn't smell very good. But it's good. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Rutavala is lavender, valerian, and ruta. It's in there. And then Tranquil is lavender, cedarwood, and Roman chamomile. Sorry, I got that mixed up. Too many oils. So these are some really great oils too. And I think once you study some that you resonate with, and you know, they say some of these smells, if they're something that you don't like, it might be something you need the most. So what you do and how to get yourself used to a smell is, you keep a bottle out and you walk up and you smell it occasionally, 3 or 4, 5, 6 times a day. And you do that for a course of 5 days. Guess what your favorite oil might be? It's a great tip. I think I got this from Ed. And you get used to it. It's really, really, really weird. I never used to like Stress Away smell, but now it's my fave. Or even Joy. Joy is really strong for some people. Once you wear it, you're like, oh my gosh, where have I been? So Roman chamomile has the power to calm the crankiest babies, right? Relax most restless adults and minimizes the biggest feeling of fear, worry, perfect timing, stabilizing the most out of whack emotions and foster the ability to release our most negative emotions. This one is worth stocking up on. So Roman chamomile, I don't know if you can get, you guys, some of these are so prized. Here's why some of these go out of stock. Because they're from plants, trees, and shrubs, and millions of people want them all over the world. This is in over 100 countries. And everybody wants what we got. So if they're out of stock, people get a little cranky. You should be like going, wow, Roman chamomile is out of stock. I better get a couple because it must be really good. So I embrace out of stock items because I already know where it comes from. I've been to Ecuador, got to see the fields. I got to put a bottle up and how it's really made. There's no fly-by-night company, guys. It's top notch, super great. So dream catcher. Okay, this is a really cool one because this one, it's all about dreams, and some kids have not very good dreams. So some moms are putting dream catcher in a spray and they're spraying it on their pillows and they're saying, monster, go away. Or they're doing, I'm sure someone can add to this in the comments, but how they're getting their kids to sleep better and not have bad dreams. And dream catcher is really good for that. We talked about journaling a little bit and gratitude. Oh, this is already in here. Love it. See, I kind of like to do my own class, but this keeps me on track. Yeah, it's all about gratitude. Isn't that something though, that pops up in a class about sleep, sadness, and stress, right? And get up. So do something, put an oil on it and get some energy and do something that you need to do, because then you'll feel that much better about it. Okay. And don't beat yourself up. If you didn't do it today, you can start over tomorrow. That's why God gave us, time to sleep, 8 hours. I'm glad I can easily get 8 hours of sleep easy. I might have to get up and pee, but that's about it. Sleep is very, very prized for me. There were times where I couldn't sleep. There were times where I was on Ambiens up the wazoo for years, you guys. And you guys know about those. I'm going to tell you, there was I'll tell you about Sleep Essence is a capsule that you can take too. That's Young Living makes really good. My mom, when she first started taking those, they just knocked her out. But anyway, Ambiens, for those that take over-the-counter sleep medications now, which I'm sure is on the rise because people aren't sleeping. So you run into the $5 box of over-the-counter stuff. Do you want to know what that does to you over time? I'm going to be brutally honest. Is that Dr. Oz had a special on, and there were some people that talked about memory. 60% of the people, and I'm in that category because I didn't know back then, it's prescribed to me. It says do not refill after 7 days, but I was addicted to those puppies because I slept just like that. You take that after 10 days, 7 or 10 days in a row, you have a 60% chance, and I probably have to find the study now, but I just remember hearing this on Dr. Oz, and of getting dementia and Alzheimer's because it fries a part of your brain. That's what, it's amnesia. It knocks you out. People have Ambien walks. People go to work and don't even remember they work the next day because they're still on Ambien. People are driving and don't even know. Ed's got a story that would blow your mind, that someone's driving and woke up the next morning in their car in a parking lot. The police officer knocking on the door said, you took out some cars or something. Like, it was wicked because he took one Ambien. I think he got thrown in jail. He had a $10,000 fine. It was on one Ambien. Crazy stuff, guys. So something to be worried about. I'm not comparing, but when you don't know, you don't know. So avoid those like the plague. That's Ambien specifically. But the over-the-counter ones, you got to look at the studies. Why is it knocking you out? What's it shutting off? What's it masking? What's it hurting in your brain that you need for 50 more years? Right? It's short game, long game. Okay. All right. Some people, this is great because this is how we'll end. I wanted to keep it this short. Some of you maybe are already a member. Some of you already love Young Living. I wasn't into this because it was network marketing, and oh my gosh, I don't want any part of that, but it helped my daughter. And obviously it's working very well because it's all about nutrition and it's all about lifestyle. This isn't just an oil. It's not here, let me fix you with this. It's what's the root cause of your issue. And that's what we do. Is it food? Is it maybe you need a supplement? Maybe you need a probiotic. Maybe you can't sleep because you have so much acid in your stomach from the coffee or all the food you ate that the acid is keeping you awake. Maybe you need a little alkaline. Maybe you need some other supplements that we didn't even talk about. So it's no different than you getting this at Target or Walmart. You just have personal help. You actually have some support. I would like to meet the dude at, Walgreens that says, hey, here's my cell phone number. You call me when you run out, and if it's not working, I'll tell you what else you could try, and I will answer all the questions for you. Nobody cares about you. You're just another sale to them. We want to see you get better. Like someone did for me. Had nobody showed me this and walked into my store with a bottle of joy, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't even be in Arizona. Like, I don't even know. I was twice my body size. Game changer. So don't feel like you're signing up for some thing you got to do. You just get your product. It's 24% off. Now you're a wholesale member. It doesn't mean you got to sell it. Nothing. Take that out of the game. Find something you like and try it. You're going to buy it at the store anyway. So this is just some of the stuff. Remember, get with the person who shared this with you. There's other kits that you can get. Most people start out with the premium starter kit because you get a really nice diffuser. Not this one. You get a desert mist one. And that one is a little bit too big to travel with. So this is what I brought with me. It's got like 12 oils in it. It's got peace and calming and valor in it. Excuse me. They put valor in that a while ago. That's why people buy it. And it has stress away, and it has the one for muscle discomfort, and it's got lemon and some samples of Ningxia Red. I haven't even talked about that. Good for gut health. But again, I'll keep this short. Some people, so you don't have to order in Young Living. You buy one thing a year. If you bought the kit, you're good for a whole year. You only have to spend 50 points a year to stay a wholesale member. If you bought 2 peppermints for the year, you're good for the year. Okay, you can order what you want when you want. Phenomenal. Some companies make you buy stuff every month. That's how you get in. Yeah, I love the differential. I love it because I don't think I would have been on it. So when I got my kid, I wanted to help my daughter. That's the first goal I had. I picked one thing. I didn't care about me or anybody else. And my husband quit snoring. And then I started drinking Ningxia Red, and I lost half my body weight. And I went down a size every quarter for a year and a half because I quit craving sugar. But I had to be on something consistent because you just can't do that overnight. Like, I was on no diet program, nothing. Like, I got off lots of pills, 10, I don't know how many I got off. It's weird what happens over time, but I had to be consistent. So this Essential Rewards little screen that you see, this guy right here, that's optional too. But I knew if I was going to have any change in my life, I had to be consistent. So I got that on my doorstep every month. Every month it came. Thank God it did. I wouldn't have bought it. So I got my kit, and then I'm like, yeah, I already spent enough. There's no way I'm buying any more product. Well, 4 months later, someone said, Stacy, you're a train wreck. Like, you need some Ningxia Red. I started off really small, and then I went to Sulfurzyme. So then I started getting my products for free because I earned all these points through Essential Rewards, stuff I was buying, like my toner. I see the little toners in there. I buy all the makeup now. I buy all the cleanser. And you only need 50 points a month. You guys, 50 points a month is $50. You already spend it at Target. Like, you already go there. You already buy vitamin C. You already buy B vitamins. Where is it coming from? I'm doing a vitamin class in my food group next week. Join that. I'll teach you all about what is getting absorbed and all that. So it's optional. You can put what you want in the cart. You don't have to stick with the same thing. You can change it. You get one a month, one order, and then you can ship it to wherever you want, change your credit card. You can split it with so many. It's ridiculous. It doesn't cost to sign up. It doesn't cost to cancel. And you can still order outside of that order. Everyone's ordering the Thieves right now, right? The Thieves hand sanitizer, because it's the best. That's a whole nother class. And actually, I'm doing a Thieves class on Friday. So maybe you want to get in that one. So there's just some statistics here. Pretty easy. Loyalty, man, you get paid back. So I've been on Essential Rewards for 99 months. 99 months. That's a long time. And I'm dedicated. I spend way more than 50 points a month. Like, is my husband on here? $700 to $800 a month. Easy between me and my husband. Easy, because they have cereal, they have granola, They've got einkorn pasta that's better for your gut, right? This is a sleep class, so this is a lifestyle, right? It's pretty cool. Then you get all these freebies. They send you gifts after 3 months, every 3 months, and then a yearly thing. And then you earn your points back. So I get 25% back now. First 3 months is 10%. The 4th month is 20%. And on the 25th month, it's 25% back. What credit card company and what store do you go that rewards you for shopping there every month, that you get 25% back? For reals, you guys, kind of the real deal. Crazy. So a few side notes. Again, I'm not here to treat, diagnose, prescribe. And I wanted you to know that basically this is just a place where I started. This is a piece of the puzzle. It's not the answer to everything, but it's where I started in 2012 when I got my kit, again, out of desperation. And it completely transformed me, my entire family, my immediate family. Everyone does this. Everyone drinks Nature, everyone does probiotics. And our lives are not the same. My daughter was 50 pounds lighter. She was on antidepressants too. Samantha was, Emily was, my husband was. He was on Percocets for his knee pain. Well, nobody told him to quit drinking pop. You guys got pain? Quit. What are you eating? Are you drinking soda? Right? What's the root cause of why you have that problem? So someone says, hey, Stacy, I got headaches. And I'm like, well, do you drink any water? I go, why? I don't say, here, try peppermint. That might help. I get to the root cause. It's the best part about this business. Some people want to fix everything. What if you just genuinely wanted to help someone poop better? And we're going to talk a little peppermint, a little digize, or your diet. Geez, people, you got to move. You got to get that colon moving, or it's just sitting in there like sludge. And then you got colon problems, you got digestive issues. Of course we have supplements for all that, but most people aren't going to eat better. So now they need a supplement. So that's why Young Livings are so great, because they get absorbed better. It's all about absorption. There's essential oils in our things, everything. That's what makes us so unique and authentic. So when they're in our things, they're bioavailable. The oil helps it go into our blood system because it's on a cellular level, right? The cellular level is a big deal. Plants they're living, right? Because if you fed, Kool-Aid and you watered your plants with Kool-Aid, they would die. They need water. They're living. That's why they're volatile. This is volatile bottle of oil, right? And they work with us on a cellular level. That's why people feel different. Like if they fell down and hurt their elbow and they put a little pan away here, they can feel a difference because it gets absorbed into your skin and it goes right to the problem. It goes right there. It can change a game up, guys. So tomorrow night's class is oils on a budget. Some of you want to save $1. Some of you maybe are already members and haven't ordered in a while and want to know what oil can help with this, and that, and support that, and that system. That's what I'll talk about tomorrow. I think that's tomorrow. Yes, at 8 o'clock your time. And get with the person who shared this class with you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Hope you have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.